Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Labour's inability to basically define what a working person is has been something that we've all really been laughing at for the last few days, but it's actually becoming an absolute farce. None of his cabinet can define what a working person is. Each of them seem to be coming up with either separate definitions, strange definitions, they're refusing to define, or they're coming up with ideas of their own, which probably aren't going to please Starmer. He doesn't know what a working person is either. If you want to have fun and see the confusion in the eyes of a Labour politician, just ask them, what is a working person? Some say it's people who feel like they're working people. Well, if that's self-identification, then everybody's a working person. Or I identify as a working person. That's all you got to do, isn't it? Are you a working person if you are someone who is the chairman of a multi-billion-pound conglomerate? You certainly have to get up in the morning, go to work, do some work, and come home. And yes, you'll earn a lot of money, but you've worked for it. Are you a working person? If you're the owner of a small business that only makes $10,000 a year after expenses, are you a working person? You own shares, you're a business owner. You're poverty-ridden, but are you a working person? And if you are, and you're a business owner who's on a very small wage, not only are you going to have to get by without having your tax allowance raised this year, despite rising prices, you've also got to find extra national insurance in which you can pay your own wages. You're being punished twice, making you even more destitute and impoverished. But hey, because you own your own company, you're rich. You're not a worker. You're an owner. It's a joke. And they are sitting there and they are collapsing in upon themselves with their self-defined problem. They simply don't know how to define what a working man is. And it isn't going to improve. And as they try and keep talking themselves out of it, they're just making themselves look increasingly ridiculous. And they're talking themselves further down a rabbit hole from which there is, sadly, no escape. Now, this seemingly innocent term, as they began, was meant to convey the working man, the working classes, people who work for other people. Well, virtually everybody works for someone else. But according to the definition, they're not going to raise VAT, income tax, or national insurance for the working man. But there are workers out there who will find an increase in their national insurance. And there will be people out there who will find an increase in their VAT. If you've got a child and you put that child through private school, you're paying more VAT than you were before. That's an increase on the working man. And it could be a plumber sending his child. He's a working man, works hard. Just about enough. You can send the child to a private school, private education. He's got an increase in his VAT. He's a working man. Now, they were being elected into a position based on a lies of a manifesto. They're now failing at everything because everything is failing. They cannot even use the English language correctly. They're running around like headless chickens. They know they've all been caught out, and they know the backbenchers are fuming. Labour backbenchers. They've got the possibility of an upcoming by-election for an MP who likes to go around beating people up, and they know they're going to get their arse handed to them come that. Now, I'm going to ask this. Are MPs working people? They get up, they go and do a job. I mean, they earn £100,000 a year. Do they count themselves as working people? And I note it's a bit odd that their pension contributions won't be subjected to national insurance, whereas mine will, because I'm not in the public sector. They've protected themselves and taxed everyone else, except for Keir Starmer, of course, who's got his own personal tax law. He's got a limitless pension pot, whereas everyone else has got a maximum. He can put as much in as he likes. And it's all tax-free because he's Keir Starmer. And he swore that when he became elected, he would get rid of that allowance. It's strange how he hasn't. They keep on about making clear promises in our manifesto. But the trouble is they keep breaking their own manifesto, so it's bullshit anyway. And they keep attacking the vulnerable. Labour was always supposed to be the party that looked after the working man and the vulnerable. And now they've taken the pensioners' £300 a year heating allowance. They're going to destroy the pensioners' pensions. And for those pensioners who need to use a bus, they've just put the bus fare up 50%. So, yeah, screw the pensioners and screw the working man. Because the bullshit about not increasing taxes is just that. It's bullshit. But then they probably don't know what a pensioner is. They don't know what the working man is. And hell, Keir Starmer doesn't even know what a woman is. It's no surprise the country is going to go to the dogs very, very quickly. But they made all these assumptions. They say, oh, well, it won't go up. This won't. Because in their mind, what a working man is not what a working man is. They think if you own your own home, you're not a working man. Who pays all the bills to run that home? You have to go out to work. But you've got assets. Yes, because I worked very hard and bought my own home. And of course, Labour don't like you owning your own home, because if you own your own home, you've got stability and safety. Whereas if you rent your own home, they can control you. What they actually want is everybody in government rental accommodation, eating government-approved rations, watching government-approved television, and thinking government-approved thoughts, like good little communist citizens. And that's why they're trying to redefine the working man. It's all to do with the proletariat, isn't it? We at the bottom, the scum, the plebs, not them at the top, the Politburo and their elitist party apparatchiks. Welcome to the Communist Party of Britain. Now, nobody in the party has yet convincingly told anyone what a working man is, and so I think we should define what a working man is. Anyone who gets his arse off a bed in the morning is a working man. Including me. Hey ho. Let me know what you think, if you've got time in your very busy day between getting up and going to work and coming back. And I will speak to you later, once we finally work out what the hell a working man is or is supposed to be. Till next time, stay safe, stay well. Speak to you later. Bye.